Hello, hello. This is Super Dave. Currently in Toronto, and I use the internet, the power of the internet, and I flew all the way with my computer to Togo, Saskatchewan, to interview a rising superstar in my Trivita business. Her name is Sandi Chomyn, and Sandi, say hi.
Hi, Dave. And my last name is actually Chomyn.
Chomyn, Chomyn,
Chomyn. Chomyn.
Chomyn, Chomyn, Chomyn,
Yeah. Yeah.
Chomyn.
Chomyn.
I keep saying Chomel, but there's no L in there. My bad. I apologize.
Well, you're not the only one. We've had people add letters and subtract them from our name.
Well, my name is even longer, so I understand what you're talking about. People always ask me if I'm Japanese over the phone. Okay, so let's get to a little bit more about Sandi. First of all, just to let you know, Sandi's been in my business for about 3 to 4 years. She discovered me through her son, who found me online. So, Sandi, let's learn quickly about you. Are you married? Do you have any kids? I know you have at least one son.
Yes, married out on the farm. We had 3 boys. One's in Calgary, one's in Red Deer, and one's in Regina.
Cool, cool. All right. Now, you've tried other home-based businesses before you saw Trivita, yes or no?
Yes, I have. Some I have made a bit of money, some I haven't, but not enough to sustain me with a living.
Okay. Now, I mentioned Togo, Saskatchewan. If I tried to do a Google search on that, it's a small little place. I think it has like 1 street light. I could be wrong. What's the population?
Well, maybe two. Maybe two. Population of 125 people.
Yeah, 125 people. So when you tried other businesses before, pretty much in a couple of days, everyone in your town knew you were involved in something, right?
Basically, but then I've tried through the years where we've lived in other communities, and some, like I said, I made a bit of money, some I didn't.
Let's see. So, I'm thinking if I was you, if I was in a place with just 100 people, 120 something people, that's kind of hard to build something. And then is that kind of what made you go online?
Exactly, because, like I said, 125 people, and being in a small community, most of them are skeptics. So yeah, it was very hard to convince them, or even convince myself I could convince them to buy stuff.
Right. Now, after you came on board, the reason you liked Trivita, from my understanding, was because the fact that you could buy your customers online, and you'd actually have a database of people. How long did it take you to surpass anything else you've ever done before after you joined us?
Would you believe within the first week?
Yes, I would believe that, because we can simply just buy our customers.
Exactly.
Okay, so now, from my understanding, is that when the Trivita launched their new product, Nopolea, you started taking it, and you had an amazing result from it?
Yes, I did. When it came out, I had it first gone with how they had advertised at first, 1 ounce a day, thinking, this is not working the way I'd like, but I do like the taste of it. I did see that I was getting heavy energy, but I wanted something more of it. So when they came up with a loading phase, I'm going, hey, this is even better still. So I went on a loading dose, and that's when I really noticed the difference.
So what?
Then I forget. Sorry. Then I was listening to a webinar with, I can't remember. I think his first name is Kent, and he was telling people to go on a bottle a day for 4 days.
Whoa!
So I had an extra case here. I says nothing ventured, nothing gained. I went on the bottle a day for 4 days, and I could still see a good change.
Wow. So let me get this right. So when the product first came out, you were taking 1 ounce a day You didn't really notice anything, and then when they came up with the loading phase telling you to take 6 ounces a day, 3 in the morning, 3 at night, you noticed a big change. And then on a webinar, someone said, take a bottle a day, and you went for a bottle a day for 4 days, right?
Right.
And you noticed a huge change. And then you told me like it really affected you in a positive way, and you're a customer for life now.
Yes, especially with no play, and I, whenever I get a chance, I do tell people about it. And
Now,
I've had a few people that have taken challenge.
okay. And then now from that Nopalea challenge, because of the results you got, when Travita came up with that program where we could now buy up to 159 customers one shot, when we were talking about it, you said, yeah, why not? You would try it, and I think you did it, and also someone on your team did it as well. And tell me what happened from there.
Well, you had phoned me, I think it was almost a year, just a little under a year ago, and told me about this, and I go, okay, I'm not sure, because I'm going, okay. I looked, I said to my husband, I said, yes, we can do it. I phoned you back, and I says, Dave, I'm in. I got off the phone, I phoned one of my downlines, I said the same thing to him. He said, I'm in. And then 4 months later, because I told a friend of mine that I was director, she came in and she bought. And then one of her downlines bought. So yeah, it doesn't take much for it to snowball.
So I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember. I know you're about to tell me something else, but hold on. Before you started, do you remember how many customers you had before all this director stuff started happening?
Yes, I do. My customer base has actually doubled in the last year.
Okay. Wow. That's awesome. Okay, so now you're going to say something else. So now you have all these directors. You became a director. Your first person became a director. Then you got someone. Your friend became a director. They brought another director. Now what?
I am going and buying my second director bundle.
Director bundle again. That is super, and that's how you're going to end up 2011 for December. You're going to kick off 2012 with a bang.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, just so you know, this is just interesting fact on the side here. Last year, December was our highest volume ever in the history of Trivita. That's last December, just so you know. So, yeah. Okay.
I remember that.
Okay. So now, what is it that you really like about Trivita?
Well, what I really like about Trivita is being able to buy customers and at the same time talking to people that are interested in what I am doing. I can talk to them either about the business itself and, or buying the product and not feel like, I don't know, I'm trying to push them into something.
Right.
I tell them that they can buy customers. Some of them, yes, are skeptical at first, but when they see that I've made some, see that I'm making progress, then they're more interested.
Cool. Now, it's safe, again, we're not allowed to talk about money and stuff like that, but it's safe to say you've made over $5,000?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I even wanted to increase that number. I'm sure you've made even double that. So,
yes.
now, what I was going to wrap up here, actually, because I want to try to keep the interviews under 10 minutes long, is that one of the biggest things I've seen that's happened to you since you joined us in Trivita is that you were really not an online person at all, but after you joined us in Trivita, you got hooked up to some other online trainings, and now, I mean, you've got Twitter followers. I think you've done some stuff on YouTube. You've got stuff on Facebook. You've just done a lot. You've really grown a lot from your online experience. Am I right? Am I close?
You're pretty well right on. Yes, I've come a long ways in my online. Put it this way, even 6 months ago, I'd be sitting there going, okay, Dave wants to do a video interview. He wants to do what?
And now you're like, sure, why not? Let's do it.
Yes.
So, well, that's a cool thing, because I always tell people, if you ever want to get involved in, if you ever want to achieve anything in life, get involved in network marketing opportunity. If you want to get more confidence, get involved. If you want to meet new people, get involved. If you want to learn new skills, get involved, because you never know where it's going to lead you to. Because to build a home-based business, you have to deal with people, you have to help people, you have to start leading people, and for that to happen, you always need to grow yourself. And from my understanding, you're making some money with Trivita. You also make money also on the side and some other affiliate things now as well, right?
Right.
Cool. Well, Sandi, I just want to tell you I'm really honored and proud to have you on the team. I want to thank your son every day for introducing you to me, to Trivita. So, again, thanks for this interview. I think you did awesome. And by the way, guys, if you're wondering why it's just a picture, it's because it's late at night, and where Sandi is, you can hardly see her face because the light is behind her. So we decided, look, it's better to put a picture on there. Now, Sandi, if someone wants to get a hold of you, or if they want to partner up with you, where can they get access to you?
Okay, my website is stoprecruitingbycustomers.com, and also you can get a hold of me on Skype, which is Sandi, SANDI.C222, or just email me at sandychomyn@gmail.com.
Okay, I just want to repeat your website. You said it was what? Start recruiting?
Stop recruiting by customers.
Oh, stop recruiting by customers.com.
Customers.
I like that. Stop recruiting by customers.com. Okay, cool. Well, Sandi, that's awesome. Thank you. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to partner up with Sandi, I highly recommend you do it. She's someone who's knowledgeable. She's skilled. She was a newbie 8 months ago, just to let you know. Okay, so here's someone who's grown a lot in the last 6 months, and sometimes those are the people you want to really join with, because they have the time, they have new experience that they can share with you to actually get involved and get going in your new home-based business. Sandi, it's a pleasure having you, and I want to thank you for this interview.
You're welcome, Dave, and it's been my pleasure doing it with you.
All right, hold on.